Assalamu alaikum everybody. My name is Afifa Mahmud. I go to a girls' secondary school. So today I'll be talking about relationships, dating and relationships. So if you've been in this channel, you would probably know that I did equalities in my school, and also should hijab be enforced. So let's get into it. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So the definition of relationship is a connection between two people that can have due to having dating, which you might have, like, if you're not Muslim, you can like have dating such as going on dates to know someone, which that is how a relationship is made. And as Muslims, we all have different desires, and these desires come from the shaitan himself, and also one thing that we don't want any relationship in Islam is because it can lead to emotional like any mental health problems, and can also lead to any emotional distress, because there's always people who have broken up and have been got back together. And it can also affect your family, because if your family or your parents don't approve someone that they do not approve, then you have to look for four things, which is beauty, wealth, status, and religion. As religion is your first priority, you should know how much the men or the women is dedicated to their religion. So because we obviously have to be religious, like dedicated. So there's obviously different stages of relationships. So the first stage is like you getting to know each other. So you might just imagine you being in a class full of there's lots of girls, but there's only like 2 or 3 boys. And instead of talking to the girls, you go and speak to the boys. And you might be thinking, no, it's fine, nothing's gonna happen, like we're just talking, nothing's gonna happen. This is a desire, this is an intention that can occur in your brain, but then it's gonna lead to more bad things. And you will also like have like it's the shaitan himself like acting as your friend, and this can lead to physical touch. So the second stage is the physical touch. So obviously I'm pretty sure you guys have heard of the term of best friend, and boy best friend and girl best friend. So you guys might end up having hugs, or like little secret handshakes, because as kids it's fine like for us to have, we were babies, we were kids, but as we are growing up, we are mature enough, and we should know what's right, and we should have a distance from others. So back to what I was like saying, you will like have secret handshakes, and you might be you will like act distance with your best friend, but when you're with your girl best friends or your girlfriends, like as your friends, you'll be thinking that why should I be distance with my boy best friend? I should treat him the same as I do with my other girl best friends. We're we should like, it's not fair basically. And then the last stage would be physical touch, which can lead to a woman getting pregnant. And that will be a huge problem, because obviously you've done something really, really bad that you should have not done, and you don't want to tell your parents. And if you tell your parents, your family or your parents will end up leaving you. And basically you have that child, you'll be responsibility for the child, because obviously you've done that's something wrong. You guys should know that. And that the child will be suffering. Like, you might not be able to pay stuff because your family left, or that father of that child has left. You both will be suffering, and at this point it's your fault. You should have not done what's wrong, and and the child is not to blame, it's you to blame. And why should a child be suffering for its own mother's blame? And this is like that. This is like a problem that many people can have. And as Islam, you cannot be friends with the opposite gender. Like you might like talk to them unless you're getting exposed. So obviously, like I said, you have four things that you have to look into, like religion, wealth, and status, and beauty. But one thing that many people say, that is it okay for us before marriage to get to know the husband, because you have to know your husband and like what he likes, or because this is the person that's this is the person and your future husband that's going to be with you for the rest of your life until death. So this as Prophet one in the Quran, it says that Prophet ﷺ, that you have to get to know your husband. You need to know, you can ask questions to him, you can get to know, you can ask what he likes, but then if you are in a room, you must have a supervisor. You must have a mahram with you. And the last thing that I will be talking about today is that many people think that like I said before, relationship is such thing that can hurt you, because as women we can be emotional, unless you're strong. And you might be, like I said before, you might be thinking that why is this person not, why did he leave me, and why did he break up with me? And he broke up with you because Allah removed you from your life, because he's not good for you, he's not the person that everyone's looking for, or your family. And you should you will think that why this person has left you, and he left you because Allah removed him from your life because he was not enough for you, or because Allah thought he was not right. And you might be thinking that he never loved me, he never liked me, he's someone that I trusted so much, but he broke my heart. And as women, we'll be thinking that this is very emotional. You'll obviously be broken hearted, and unless you're strong. And you should know that like there's rules in life, and there's rules to relationships and dating, because Allah made these rules to be obviously halal, but he knows what's best for you. He knows he's the only person who knows best for you, and also your parents. And you should follow it. So because if you follow these rules, you'll be having happiness for eternity, and that is something good. Such as also the 4 points that I said, such as wealth, beauty. If you have all of these 4 points, you will be having the best husband, or the best life. And you should know that even if you don't have any family or friends that love you, you should know that Allah loves you. So that is my speech that I said. So if you guys want to know more about my channel, because this is my fourth video, if you guys want to ask more questions, you guys can link below at the bottom. Make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bells. Assalamu alaikum.